Why? Why do you do this to me? You do it to me now because I edit the show. So you're.
I'm gonna start just saying like just horrible things, so you have to like cut it out now. Just
And now, episode 34.
hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Lukenessmonster, and as always, I'm joined with my podcast co-host.
Hello, I'm SideQuester.
And today, the Black Series is ending. Not really, but we wanted to do a fun little episode where if the Black Series was ending and they announced one last final Black Series wave or a case of 8 figures, what would we want to be a part of that Black Series wave? So we each picked 8 figures that we would want to be in the final ever Black Series wave if the Black Series ended today.
Yes. So the rules are it has to be a figure that either hasn't been released, or a figure that we want to see an upgrade to. It's not a repack by any means. Brand new sculpt in some fashion. So I think those are the only real rules. And why don't you kick it off? What do you have for your bottom? The if the king of the pack is at the top, what would the bottom of the pack be?
Well, I really took the approach of this as like I can only have 8 more figures added to my collection. What 8 would I want? And so I put a brand new sculpt for the battle droid, but specifically I want the droid commander. So with the yellow markings. We don't have that in the Black Series yet, and the battle droid sculpt is literally one of the worst molds that we have in the line right now. So an updated version of that would be really nice to get before the line ends.
Nice. What would you do specifically to make it different than the first version? And would you do totally head to toe brand new, or would you just modify what we have?
I would do head to toe brand new if possible. I think the biggest thing it needs better leg articulation, specifically in the hips, just so he can kind of like kick his legs out a little bit more and just get more balance, because he really has straight up and down legs, and it just makes it horrendous to try and stand up and pose. So I know the commando droid really fixed this, and so if they can get something pretty similar to that, that's what I'd want to see.
Nice. And they have like kind of ratchety joints at the hips on the commando droid and bigger feet?
I don't know if they were ratchety. He definitely had bigger feet, but I thought they were just ball joints at the hips. But I could be wrong. It's been a while.
I don't have that one.
It's a good figure.
I don't think I've ever seen that. That's like a fan channel, right? So it'd be GameStop.
Yeah, fan channel. So it's such a good figure, and it's kind of a shame that it was locked as a fan channel exclusive.
Maybe it'll come out in a 2-pack. That's an Amazon exclusive.
It actually already did.
I know. Okay, so my number 8. This is a figure that I want, but it's at my bottom of my list because I don't know if it's a figure that everyone would want, but I was super impressed with Andor Season 2. We do have a bunch of characters from the show already, most of them in their Season 1 costumes, but I want a Clea Marquis figure, the assistant to Luthen, or maybe in some ways, like kind of level pegging with Luthen. I don't know specifically what costume I want her in, but the standouts are either the medical gown, that's
the
kind of
nurse
plain,
one. Yeah.
right? But I really liked the sequence where they go to that senator's dinner or senator's like party, and she's in kind of that gown, and it's kind of this weird espionage thing of her trying to get the microphone and it not working, and little cloak and dagger. Love that. Love the character.
Yeah, that's a really good choice. I like that one. Definitely one of the figures that we're missing from Andor.
All right, what do you have for your number 7?
My number 7 spot, I gave it to the 41st Elite Scout Trooper from Revenge of the Sith. This is just one of those clone troopers that I feel it's got just a cool design, and so it's got the all camo. It's one of those that would sell well just because of how cool it looks, and I just feel like it's missing from the line because we have Luminara, we have Gree, and then we don't have any 41st troopers, and so I think the 41st Elite Scout is one that we need to add to the collection.
Is that the one that looks like the Scout Trooper, but it has kind of the weird, like, stretchy face?
Yeah.
You must be reading my mind because my number 7 is a brand new retooled Return of the Jedi Scout Trooper.
Yeah.
I want a version that has a flip up visor, and bonus, you can have either have it be a deluxe figure with interchangeable faceplates, or have a standard version, and then you could have faceplates down the line. Even though I'm now talking myself out of it because this is supposed to be the end of the Black Series, but maybe they come out with a rolling change where it's you don't know what you have until you open it up and pop open the visor. So
I think my biggest thing with that one would be new knees, just because the double, or the double jointed pinned knees, they just kind of bow over time, so you kind of get that like U shaped leg going on with these older stormtroopers. So I think some new single jointed legs would be life saving for those ones.
100% agree. I also, I mean, I would just want a head to toe resculpt on it because the arms have the double jointed pinned elbows, and the torso has articulation, but it has the big pouches, so you can't really do a whole lot with it.
Yeah.
Give me a head to toe remake. So, what do you have for number 6? We're getting towards the middle of the pack here.
My number 6, I gave it to Ula. No Ula, no Mula. Yep. It's just one of those things. I know that they're not going to make another Slave Leia, and so I want to put the Bouche Leia on display. And so, if Bouche Leia is on display, the one character who's missing from that scene for Jabba's palace is Ula. And so, I want to. I feel like that's one of those few figures that we need to complete the Jabba's palace display, and so that's why she makes my list.
Very nice. All right. My number 6 is going prequels. I don't know if you could retool this figure. Again, it might be just better to do a head to toe remold, but the Geonosian Arena Padme. What do you think about that?
I think that if they were to do that one, they would have to do the crop top, like battle damaged version. Uh,
That's actually the one that I want. I have a couple of characters on here that the reason why I don't think they've been made is because of the political climate. I feel like that has maybe changed a little bit, and it might be time that we can see some of the characters and not have it appear as provocative or as so provocative. The reason why I like the Padme specifically with the torn shirt is saw this movie when I was in film school, and everything means everything. And when I was watching the movie, you're analyzing it. We see Padme at the beginning of the film where she is trying to be the diplomat, right? She's the senator. She's trying to play by the rules, just like she was in the first one. But at the end of the first movie, when push came to shove, she had to pull out a blaster and take matters into her own hands. In this movie, again, she's trying to play by the rules. So when we start the Geonosis sequence, she's in that white gown and it's pristine, right? The first thing that she loses is her kind of cape shawl thing. Then they get taken to the arena where they're going to be. And it's the moment where she gets attacked by the what's the name of it? The cat thing.
I don't know the name of it. The cat thing.
The Acklay is the big one that attacks Obi-Wan.
I have
Uh,
no idea what the name of it is.
oh, wow, I'm a fake fan. It's been a long time. She gets attacked, the shirt gets ripped, and symbolically, that's when she picks up the blaster and is like, okay, these are aggressive negotiations. So I absolutely love that moment. And this version of that character, I think would be cool. And I think it would sell well because that's where she actually kind of takes charge and starts working towards stopping the threat.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, what do you have next?
Up next, I have Lord Starkiller. It's one of those figures that it's just one of the coolest designs we've ever seen in Star Wars, and it's one of my favorite video games of all time. And so we have the normal Starkiller. I'd love the uh, like Sith evil Lord Starkiller to go next to him. So it's one of those, like, if the Black Series ends tomorrow, he's one that I want to have in my collection. Yep.
Good choice. I like it.
Yeah. What's your number five?
My number five uh, is a figure you said that they would never make. I'm going Hut Slayer Leia.
Slave Leia? I'm joking.
Well,
I'm joking.
I'm going to be politically correct. Uh, I I think that again, it's one of those situations where you can absolutely look at it from the objectified point of view, and there is something that can be said about that, and whether or not it's appropriate. For me, this is Leia where she's fully coming into her own, right? And yes, she's in kind of a skimpy outfit, but she takes down a crime boss just in that. And it wasn't some big bounty hunter in crazy armor. It wasn't a battalion of troops or another rival gang. It wasn't a orbital laser that came down and blew up Jabba's palace. It was uh, a strong woman that had a chain and an opportunity, and she took it. And so I absolutely love that moment. And yeah, I think it's time that we get that figure. So if they're going for the end game here, the last wave, take a chance. Give me Hut Slayer Leia.
Yeah, I think that's one that desperately needs a new mold head to toe. So,
And they
agreed.
can do it now because they've kind of worked out all the bugs in their sculpting. They've got the jointing down. We've seen characters that are slender and sleek. Um, I think they could pull it off.
Oh, absolutely.
All right, we're up to our top four. What do you have?
I'm gonna have to go with Commander Neo at number four. He is the last clone commander from Revenge of the Sith that we need, and so I feel like it's about time that we get him. We've pretty much got the clone sculpt almost perfected. That 3.0 clone body is hard to beat. I don't think it could get much better, and so I think it's time that we round off that Revenge of the Sith clone commander wave, and we get Commander Neo. I think a brand new helmet on him would look really good too. So
Nice. Yeah,
yeah.
good choice.
I think specifically I'd want him to come with the bark speeder, but if this is the last one in the case of 8, it probably wouldn't do that. But like ideally, if this is what I want, then I want it to come with the bark speeder. But
What if one of the other figures in the case was just the speeder?
just the speeder, I'd still buy it. It probably wouldn't be $25, but you know.
Maybe if it was by itself. All right. My number four. This is kind of I actually went through all of the all of the toys that were made from 1995 until the beginning of the Black Series. So I'm digging a little deep here. I'm going the Force Unleashed Evo Trooper.
Oh, that's awesome.
Right?
I like that a lot.
Crazy armored stormtrooper with the hoses coming out. He's got the
Mhm.
backpack. He came with two pistols, and he came with the big. I don't remember the name of the weapon, but it was like it's like a scatter shot. So it was
Mhm.
this big like cannon, but it fired. I think in the description it says like metal shards that kind of scatter like a shotgun.
Hmm.
Super cool design. I'd love to see that in the Black Series uh, because yes, they have perfected the clone trooper. This would be something that they couldn't just use even the stormtrooper design. They could probably take elements from some, maybe some clone trooper parts and some stormtrooper parts, but there would have to be some new molding on it. And yeah, I would love that figure.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that I honestly I'm gonna put this on my like as a top 10 video idea list. But I think you could do like an entire wave of figures of just like random expanded universe stormtroopers. Like between the Jedi Knight games, the Force Unleashed, and like original Battlefront and Battlefront 2, there's just so many different cool and unique stormtrooper designs that desperately need some modern Black Series figures.
Nice. Okay, top three.
I'm gonna have to go with another clone trooper, and that is the Galactic Marine. We just got Kiadi Mundi, and we just got Bakara, so it's only fair to finish that Order 66 scene that we get a Galactic Marine. So that's one of those that, like I said, if that line is ending tomorrow, that's one that I want on my shelf.
Nice. That'd be so cool. And I would imagine leading up to that, they would have come out with a brand new snowtrooper, and so there's only a slight modification. I think you just have to change the boots, right?
Yeah, maybe the helmet, maybe like a backpack piece or something too.
That'd be awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad there's certain ones that I'm glad I didn't put on my list because I figured you were, and that was one of them. My number three, going back to Return of the Jedi, I mentioned him before. It's not who you think.
Oh, I think it is.
You think I'm gonna say Jabba's palace, Luke Skywalker?
That is what I thought you were gonna say. Yeah.
He was on my list. I took him off.
And you're like, I'm just taking it off of my list just so Luke can't guess what I want him to guess.
I'm going Han just out of carbonite, maybe with the background, maybe not the carbonite block, but maybe the thawed block behind him. They already have the base body with this new 2025 Han Solo. Change the pant color, change the piping on the side of the legs, give me the different overlay that has the Bespin flap and a little darker color, and you're good to go.
Yeah, that's a great pick. Definitely one of the few Han Solos that were missing from the line, so I definitely agree.
What do you have for your number two?
My number two, I have to give it to Kyle Katarn. Huge fan of the Jedi Knight games and the Dark Forces games, and so got to give me a Kyle Katarn. I'd love to see. This is a little bit of a sidebar, but I'd love to see Lucasfilm somehow incorporate Kyle Katarn into their Mandoverse movies, whether it's the Mando movie or the Heir to the Empire or so on and so forth. They need to somehow incorporate Kyle Katarn into it. He's such a cool character. And yeah, he's just one of my favorite characters of all time, so I'd love to get a figure of him. Like I said, if the Black Series ends tomorrow, he's one that I want on my shelf.
So I just saw a video the other day, and I'm hoping that maybe we could get to the point. Maybe this is it. Maybe we could do the shout out right now. The actor that played Kyle Katarn in the cutscenes for the games, and his likeness is used for Kyle Katarn across all media. His name is Jason Court, and he seems to be pretty open to talking about his experience. And I mean, he's not an actor anymore. He's not in the industry, but he seems to look back on that time favorably. And I think it'd be awesome to have him on here and do
absolutely.
Just yeah, right.
That'd be so cool.
Anyway, Jason Court, we'll try and get in contact with you.
I'll bring my Damian Sabers Kyle Katarn lightsaber.
Nice. Oh yeah, you can get it signed. Well, that would be if we actually got to meet him in person.
That would probably wouldn't be the case, but
you're gonna have to fly out. I think he either lives in Northern California or I think maybe in Oregon. So
that'd be cool. That'd be really cool.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Nice. Kyle Katarn. That's another one that I didn't put on my list because I knew you would. Which specific version would you want?
I want the one from Jedi Knight, Jedi Academy.
Pirate shirt with the shoulder pad?
With the shoulder pad, yep. The kind of like Kanan inspiration. I think Kanan drew a lot of inspiration from Kyle Katarn.
I never noticed that. You're absolutely right.
First thing I noticed about Kanan.
Is that why you like Kanan as a character? Because he reminds you of Kyle Katarn?
No, I like him because he's cool.
I don't know. I never watched Rebels.
You never watched Rebels? Cancel this man.
I watched the first 2 seasons. We've I think we've talked about it. I don't remember at what point I left the show episode wise, but story wise, it was when Ahsoka fights Vader and she does the kind of the duel's end on his mask, but the other side. That was the last season. So what was that, end of season 2?
That was the season 2 finale.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, I need to go back and watch. Now that I have Disney Plus again, I need to go back and
You
finish
have
it.
to. It's really good.
I'll give it a shot now that you're actually listening to the Heir to the Empire novel series.
I'm almost done with book 1. So
Okay, I can't get sidetracked. I'm gonna geek out on
what's your number 2?
my number 2. Oh man, it's very fitting that we just happened upon the Heir to the Empire, because my number 2 is a character that you haven't been introduced to yet, but it is Jason Solo.
Spoiler alert.
For those of you that don't know, in Heir to the Empire, Leia Organa Solo is pregnant with.
Wait, she's
twins.
pregnant? I must. No, I'm joking.
That was omitted in your audiobook version.
Yeah, they cut that out.
So throughout the trilogy, she becomes more pregnant and eventually gives birth to the twins, which that's a long-standing thing. It's not a spoiler. Like I didn't ruin the story for
I
you.
don't even need to listen to it now. I'll just let you tell me it all.
I'm not going to tell you when it happens.
Mhm.
But the character Jason later on becomes a Jedi apprentice in his own right in future books. And they have made a Jaina Solo figure way back in like 2019, 2018, maybe.
Yeah, 2018 sounds right.
Yeah, we need a Jason. The kind of standard look for him is based on the Bespin Luke. We already have that Dagobah body. Just add some overlays, give him a new head. We're good to go.
I like it.
All right, buddy. Here we go.
Do you think you're gonna guess my number 1?
I have a guess.
I think I can guess your number 1. Dark Empire Luke Skywalker.
No, you are wrong.
I'm wrong? Okay. Well, that's my number. No, I'm joking.
I did not put Dark Empire Luke on the list. I have a feeling if he were to ever come out, that he would be either a fan channel or some sort of Hasbro Pulse Disney store kind of exclusive. I don't think that he would get put out in a regular wave. But I'll get to mine. I'm going to guess your number 1 is a brand new ARC Trooper 5s.
You got me. I don't got a good poker face, I guess. Yeah, it's got to be a brand new 5s. He's obviously the figure that I've campaigned for years and years here on the channel, and the figure we got was kind of dookie. I mean, for the most part, like what it is, it's good. It's good that we got him in the line, but the helmet's all messed up. The decal on it is horrible. It's missing one of the shoulder pauldrons. They gave him 2 gray ones instead of a black and a gray one, and it's on the 2020 clone body. So I think I'd want an updated one on the 2023 body, or if Hasbro really wanted to, put it on the Veils clone body. And then the face you just made is crazy.
I will make sure to cut to that.
I'll cut that one out.
No, you're fine. We can put that in. It's fine, dude.
Oh, okay. But yeah, it's one of those figures that I really want to see a proper version of. Echo on the line is really good, and so I think 5s needs the justice that he deserves. Give him the Phase 2 helmet specifically as well. Give us some justice for 5s. Maybe throw him in a 3-pack. Get like the evolution of 5s. Get like the Phase 1, the ARC Trooper, and then like the the plain white armor with the bullet hole in his chest or something.
So you're just basically doing you're revamping your entire final waves, and the final wave, 3 of the figures in that wave are just different versions of 5s.
Fine, I'll just do the one.
Can you make a solid case of 8 5s? Do you
Eight
have 8
fives.
different versions?
Okay, so 8 5s. We're gonna do the plain white phase, like the plain white armor one. That's just all white phase one. You're gonna do the phase one with the blue markings. You're gonna do the cadet version with like the red pajamas. You're gonna do the ARC Trooper version that we already have. Then you're gonna do the phase two version of that ARC Trooper armor. Then you're gonna do the version where he has the all white clone armor, and then like at the end when he has his like shaven head or whatever, and then you're gonna do another version of that with the blaster mark right in the middle.
That's 7. Is the last one just the clone,
Mm.
the gestation tube from when he's being created?
Yeah, that's it. That's the eighth one. There's got to be one I missed, right?
I don't know 5s.
Let me
As
Google. Let me Google it. Let me Google it.
is it is that is he like one of the Bad Batch?
No,
What is 5s? Why is 5s not the one that has the handprint with the 5 fingers?
because that's Echo, David. You need to watch the Clone Wars.
But I mean, that's 5, right?
No,
That never made sense to me.
stop rage baiting.
I got confused in Target when I saw those figures at first, and I was like, maybe they put them in the wrong package, and I found an error, and it wasn't.
Oh,
Echo
David.
should have an ear printed on his chest,
No, no.
or like sound the international sound wave signal, little zigzag,
I don't know if I can come up with another version of fives.
or maybe a mountain. That should be on Echo because when you Echo, I'm just gonna keep going
Um,
until you die of cringe.
I don't think I can find another version of fives. I think I went through them all.
How about
Oh, I got one. I got one. The eighth fives figure is a carbonite block fives from whenever he gets frozen in carbonite before he goes into the Citadel.
very cool. All right, I'm going to give you one last opportunity to guess what my number one is. I'll give you a hint. It is from a specific property that I've already mentioned in my list.
It's either Heir to the Empire or Return of the Jedi. Is it a Luke Skywalker figure?
No, I didn't put a Luke Skywalker on my list because I knew you would try to get me.
I'm thinking it's a brand new Vader with pinless legs.
Yes.
Okay.
But specifically, I would like the battle damage Darth Vader from The Force Unleashed.
That's a really good pick.
Thanks. I would assume at that point they will already have a Vader with pinless legs, and maybe they'll do some different versions of that. We could have the cracked helmet. Maybe it comes off. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's just where he's in full battle damage mode with the exposed leg and the tear on his arm, and the chest box is all messed up. I would like to see the version where it has like just the one
Mm.
lens over his eye and the other part is cracked open.
That's a really good pick. I like that one a lot.
Thank you so much. Hopefully I surprised you a little bit by not just having it be all different versions of Luke Skywalker.
I really thought it was gonna be. I'm surprised you didn't put Dark Empire Luke on there. So if the Black Series ends tomorrow, you wouldn't want a Dark Empire Luke.
Oh, I absolutely would. I just don't think he would be in a regular case assortment that shows up at Target or Walmart.
Well, this isn't what we think. It's what we want. So that's the point of the video. So if the Black Series ends tomorrow, you're not getting a Dark Empire Luke.
Okay, so we're gonna have to go back and re-record this entire thing then. No, I absolutely do want a Dark Empire Luke. I do. It is my favorite figure of all time. This one right here. If you can see it. Oh, you can't see it. Bam. Boop. I would like a 6-inch version that is updated with kind of I mean, this is pretty accurate to how he looks in some of the panels. The cover artwork for the original comic was done by a different artist, and he just kind of did whatever he wanted. And that's where we get more of the representation where the Luke looks like he has kind of the Darth Vader bodysuit. If I didn't get it, I have this one, so I'm kind of set.
Okay.
I would like to have one, obviously. I almost think I would want it to be some sort of deluxe version, as opposed to just having it be something that got put out in the store. I just don't know that it would sell as well to a wide audience. It's pretty niche.
Yeah,
It's
I
like
could agree.
me and 5 other people that love this character, or this version of this character.
Yeah, I'd buy it. It's cool.
But only if it was a main wide release.
No, I'd buy it either way. Unless if it's like a 2-pack with like Bush Leia or something.
Well, if it was a 2-pack, they should just do the clone Emperor. That would be awesome.
Spoiler alert. Jeez.
Well, someone hasn't watched my reviews that I have done that spoil the entire plot. Yeah, I think we both have some pretty solid picks.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
All right, I'm going to put you on the spot.
Oh.
If you could have one absolute wild card figure, not something that you mentioned, not something that I mentioned, maybe it's a Hasbro decides at the last minute to replace one of the figures from your case, or maybe it is a variant. We talked about them sneaking in a variant here and there. Give me something like totally out of left field that you would want in this last case assortment.
This one is probably one of the like most niche figures you've ever heard of, and like probably 3 people would ever want it in their collection ever. But it's to go with Kyle Katarn, and it is one of the just like Sith henchmen from Jedi Knight Jedi Academy, who has got like the tan kind of like outfit with almost like the fighter pilot fighter helmet or whatever that they wear. I don't know what to call it, the cowl maybe, but just one of those like Sith henchmen guys.
All right. My wild card, Jabba's Palace Luke Skywalker. I
Whoa, so
would
wild!
so original. I think I'm going to go with a Republic Commando from Star Wars: The Old Republic. They've done this figure in 3 3/4 inch. It kind of looks like a combination of an ARC Trooper, Commander Cody, and just like a General 212th design. It's a little the orange is a little darker. It's almost like a reddish orange, but super cool. I don't know if you've ever seen
Yeah.
this figure or this
I'm
character.
familiar. Yep.
Super cool design. I absolutely love it. He has the rotisserie gun, like you so eloquently call your nickname for it.
Is he from KOTOR or SWOTOR?
SWOTOR.
Okay.
Swore.
So I already didn't care about KOTOR, and so it's even more don't care about SWOTOR. Like, just take KOTOR and make it less cool, and so then there's SWOTOR.
Wow, shots fired. Oh
I
man.
just can't get over the clunky gameplay. It's horrible. I don't like RPGs. I mean, I don't mind RPGs, but I don't like that one. The mechanics are horrible, and it's impossible to play. I don't care how good the story is. It's not worth it.
Well, I'll let you get back to playing Pokemon Go.
I don't even play Pokemon Go, David.
I deleted that days ago.
I play Pokemon TGG Pocket.
I'm so out of touch.
All right, we're gonna open a pack on camera Actually, I probably have to like update my app, so probably not. I'm not gonna do that.
So wait, what is this new Pokemon game that I
It's
don't
not
know
really
about?
new. It's like 6 months old at this point.
Oh man, that's like a lifetime
TCG
ago.
trading card game Pocket. Yeah, I have to update. So
Oh,
it's like if like you just get like a pack of cards like every 12 hours. You can open it up, and you're just trying to get cards. It's like as if you went to the store and bought a pack of cards. It's like that, but
so
in an app.
that's the entire gameplay. It's just opening fake
Yeah,
cards, opening not real cards.
only one pack every 12 hours though. So
You know, if they stop doing Star Wars the Black Series figures, they could come out with an app where they just release digital toys and you can swipe to open them up.
they probably sell pretty well.
Oh man, that's where we're headed, isn't it? That's the future. Ooh, look, I got Darth Maul from Rebels final episode, the resolution of Darth Maul and Obi-Wan Kenobi. It doesn't actually exist, but I can, if I swipe, it spins around 360. Woo! Oh,
You're not wrong.
that just hurt my heart.
Thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy, go down, hit the like button, subscribe, and check out all of the other Summer in Space videos that we do have up on the channel. We have a whole playlist linked down below. And we would love to know down in the comments what your top 8 final Black Series figures would be. So let us know down in the comments below. Any final thoughts?
Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.
I look forward to it.
Bye.
Bye.